Hello everyone, so welcome to today's video. This video is going to be a little different. I have been gone for a very long time and you're going to hear my daughter. She's up here with me today and you've probably been wondering where the heck I've been. So scooch on in because I'm going to tell you. So I guess I should start by saying that this break of almost 3 months was not intentional. Like I never really told myself, hey, I need to take a break. I just had a baby and I need to figure out a routine and now juggle a life as mom of three. Going from 2 to 3 is a lot harder than people think. It is a lot harder than I expected, and I'm like distracted because I have her sitting in my lap and she's looking at herself in the mirror, but I'm trying to keep her kind of mellow. So we'll get into some updates on Sophia, but this break was definitely not intentional. Like I have always looked forward to doing videos, and this has always been an escape for me, whether my life has been crazy hectic or whether my life is just as normal as it has ever been. I've always loved coming up here to do my makeup or sitting at my vanity wherever it's located in my house and just playing with makeup. And there's something about sitting here, turning on the camera, doing makeup that I just forget about everything else. And that's why it's an escape for me, because life is crazy as a stay-at-home mom. It's a hard job. This past year has been incredibly difficult, I think, for everybody. And we've had to make some big adjustments. Living in a pandemic has been crazy. It's something that nobody saw coming, and we all had to kind of adjust to it as we felt was best. So let's start with one of the biggest changes. If you've been following me, you know that I had a baby. She is 4 months already, and she's just every bit of perfection, and we are so thrilled and happy, and she is just such a miracle. And I've shared my journey with her through pregnancy vlogs and updates, and I've shared her here and there, like on Instagram and just in previous videos. But I don't, intend to make my kids like the focal point of my videos. Here and there, maybe so, but you're so beautiful. Look at you. But I have had a crazy 2 years, and I feel like a lot of the things that I'm dealing with stem before I even had my daughter Sophia. I feel like these last 2 years have been really difficult for me, and I haven't really shared a whole bunch of it. I've talked about my mental health before in previous videos, or in a previous video several months back. And so in the beginning, we go 2 years back, when I feel like a lot of this stuff that I'm dealing with sort of started changing for me, was when my dog passed away. That was a change that I didn't see coming. It completely broke me, and I feel like a piece of me died with her, and I feel like I am still grieving, even though it's been a while now. So I had my daughter Everly, and a few months later my dog passes away. So I have all these like emotional things going on with postpartum, and then I have on this side all the emotional things of grieving and loss of my dog, who was almost 13, who was with me, my ride or die, my A1 from day one. Every major moment of my life that I think of, like first moments, like my first job, first car, firstborn, first this, first home purchase, getting married for the first time, she was always there. And so having to adapt to no longer having her was pretty difficult. And I still get emotional today. Even though it's been a long time since she's passed, I still get emotional when I think about her. And I don't want to get into it too much, because I don't want to get emotional and cry and ruin my makeup, or, just, I don't want that to set the tone for the rest of my day. I need to just be able to go through that and just grieve and let her go. And I feel like I just haven't quite let that go. So that's been there. I feel like I wasn't feeling 100% myself a few months after having my second baby, and I feel like there was something there that just went unnoticed, untreated, and I started dealing with some anxiety, and everything is sort of snowballed from there up until where I am here today. So I feel like I had most likely postpartum depression after having my second baby, and I didn't recognize the signs. I feel like I didn't see certain things, or I didn't notice things, because I was very naive and very uneducated about what postpartum really was. And I thought postpartum depression was not wanting to have anything to do with the baby, not wanting to be around her, feed her, hear her, touch her, hear her cry. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I shared a lot of Everly on Instagram and in videos with you guys. If you've been following me there for a while, you probably remember me holding her, rocking her in the chair, and spending my day holding this baby and loving on her. So I couldn't understand why I was feeling so different. So that was always there. And then once my dog passed away a few months after having my daughter Everly, I feel like it was like a switch went off, and I feel like I am different. And of course, we all change and we become different as we go through life and go through different experiences, and things do change us. Some people bounce back quicker than others, and I feel like I have been kind of slow, and that was there, and having to deal with that. Then a few months after my dog passes away, we go through, this pandemic, which is scary, and not knowing what the outcome is going to be from this. So I started sort of sheltering myself, pulling myself away from other people. Obviously, through lockdowns, we had to, but then it just became habits of staying home, habits of being afraid to go in public places, go in places. I don't want to touch anything in public because I'm like, am I going to get something? How safe is it out there? I have little kids. They don't wear masks. I don't want to go anywhere. So it became a habit of staying home. And so I'm a homebody anyway. So that was an easier aspect of the pandemic for me, because I was already a stay-at-home and I didn't really go out much. So it just created like a habit of leaving my home, so that now when I leave, it's a lot of anxiety, a lot. And my anxiety level is at the highest that it's ever been currently in my life. And I feel like it's just a lot of things just sort of coming all together and boom, just hitting me like a freight train. And it's been difficult. And, I don't know, I'm trying to find my way back to who I used to be, because I remember being very resilient and very strong physically and mentally, and now I just feel like it's a little different. So we go through the pandemic starts, and then obviously my daughter Everly, turns a year during the pandemic, and then I end up getting pregnant again with my daughter, Sophia. And with my pregnancies with both of my girls, it was very traumatic, having to deal with being told that I'm going to lose both of them because of massive amounts of bleeding, go home, prepare for a miscarriage. It happened with both of my girls. So I feel like that also was pretty traumatizing, to know that maybe that was what was happening and there was nothing I could do to stop it, nothing that could be done medically to stop it and prevent that from happening. But then, God blessed me immensely by keeping that pregnancy going, and now they're here. They're happy, they're thriving, they're as well as they can be. Sophia's a chunk, so we'll get to that. And that's pretty traumatizing. So I feel like there's just so many things, and it's just all just hitting me really, really hard. And I feel like when I said before of unresolved postpartum depression, I should have maybe looked into it more. Maybe I should have asked more questions, maybe reached out to my doctor. Maybe somebody could have helped me then recognize some of these things, because maybe it wouldn't have gotten to this point here today where I am. But I'm being real and honest with you guys. It's not an excuse for my absence on YouTube, but having to do this stay-at-home life with two under the age of 2, homeschooling one, my oldest, living through a pandemic, it's a lot. It's a lot for anybody to go through, and it's understandable to feel like Some days are easier than others. Some days I hit roadblocks, and some days go by a little bit easier. But it's just been difficult to sort of adjust. My daughter, who's 4 months old, she doesn't sleep during the day, and she was fussy for a while, and so I couldn't understand why, and that's also frustrating because nothing I did was working. And as a parent, and if you're a parent, you probably understand this very well. When they're crying, you just start with certain things. Okay, is it time for feed? Change the diaper, change scenery, reswaddle, unswaddle, go in the rocking chair, walk around. You do all the things to make it work. But those things sometimes weren't enough. And so she was crying a lot. So it turns out that Sophia is colic. And so we had to start doing some of the gas drops. It's like a simethicone, I think is what it's called, like a liquid that I have to give to her to help her with gas. And so that's been kind of another challenge there, not being able to sleep through the night. And she probably sleeps maybe 6-7 hours through the night, and that's it. And her naps is like maybe 5 minutes here, 10 over here, maybe another 5 minutes here. Like, it's not consistent, and so it's been very, very hard. So it makes it kind of hard for me to film videos because I can't film videos up here in the loft where it's all open and you guys can hear her crying and screaming downstairs. And I don't feel right doing that anyways. So it's just like I have to find a way to work around that. And so we're going to try to see if we can get some sort of schedule going so I can do videos, because I really miss doing this. I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety, and I would say some depression as well. Yeah. So for me, it was the point where I was having, I was having a lot of anxiety and panic attacks every single day, and it's getting to the point where it's a lot. If you've ever dealt with anxiety or panic attack, you know how ugly it feels. Physically, it just feels so ugly. And it's almost instant. Something triggers you, and everything goes downhill from there, and it sucks. But I am trying to find ways to find myself, who I used to be. And I guess this time away from YouTube and filming and feeling like I need to be up here doing videos gave me the chance to see some things that I wasn't seeing. So I've done the self-help thing where, I'm trying to read and educate myself. I've also, I go to therapy as well, because I feel like I need to be able to get back to who I used to be and get back to having a good relationship with myself and loving myself, because I feel like if I can't do that, then how can I expect to be the mom that my kids deserve if I'm not okay, if I'm not feeling 100%? And that bounce back from postpartum having my third was not as easy as I expected. Like physically, yeah, I lost all my weight from pregnancy and then some. But, and I do think it's just naturally losing the weight, and then obviously breastfeeding as well, because I do exclusively breastfeed Sophia. So I think that has helped me, and it did when I was breastfeeding Everly. There's just, and I guess it's okay. It's okay that the bounce back wasn't like I expected, but, it's something that I can work on. So besides having a baby and having, anxiety and postpartum depression, and all of these changes, pandemic, homeschooling, having 2 under 2, which is something I have never experienced before. And it can be crazy hectic. It can be super fun. My 2-year-old is amazing. She's so funny. She has the best personality. I mentioned in some updates that I did a while back that we are building a house. And so I took that project on before I had my daughter. I think I started in January or February with that. And so we're in the process of getting a house built. So taking that project on was also a lot because I've never done that from the ground up. I've always just gotten a house that's done, new construction, on the market, here it is. But this is different. This is a whole different ballgame. Like picking everything out, the flooring, the padding for the carpets, like what? The tiling, the everything. It's like, it's a lot. And let me tell you, it is a money pit when you are building a house. It's unexpected costs here. Oh, if you want that, oh, what's an upcharge for that? So that's something that we've also been working on, and that has taken some time, trying to look for the right place, the right lot that we want, the right area, then finding, the builder to build for us everything we want. So that also is a time-consuming project. And we were doing that with the process of it in the beginning with a newborn as well, having to do all those selections and feeling like I hope I made the right choice with the colors, with the tile, the flooring, the cabinets. I hope my vision of like a farmhouse style comes to life in this home, and so we'll see. I'll have to keep you guys posted on that, on how that goes. Yeah. So with building a house comes a move. So that's another thing coming here in a few months. So I'll keep you guys posted on that as we get closer to that, to help you kind of stay in the loop of what's going on, and let you guys know that I'm going to be taking some time off as well, because I need to pack up my home and then move, situate my home and get things going in the new house, make sure that everything is exactly the way I specified in this house. So that's a whole process, and I may not have internet right away. So it's definitely just another thing coming up as well. I wanted to do this video to keep you guys posted because I know I've been gone and it seems like I just fell off the face of the earth. But, a lot of it has to do mostly with my anxiety that's been there even before when I was filming videos, but it's just gotten a lot worse. And I feel like with that, it kind of impairs my ability to function sometimes. And I'm ready to start kind of turning a new corner, turning a new leaf. Is that what it's called? Turning a new leaf? I feel like I've also shoved myself to the back burner, and I feel like it's time for me to start thinking a little bit more about myself. I know that may sound selfish, but if I'm thinking about myself, taking care of myself, and if I'm happy, then you will see that sort of translated in other things, in other areas of my life. And I need to, so much of my identity is being a mom and always just saying, my kids are always first. But, at some point I have to put myself first, because if I'm not first, then I'm not essentially as good of a mom as I can be or should be for them and what they deserve. So, just learning some new things, and, going to therapy has helped me out to see things differently and to just sort of have a new perspective and know how to sort of manage my thoughts and know how to conquer certain things that are my triggers. If I have something that bothers me, knowing how to take a step back, think about it, analyze it, know what my thoughts are, be okay with my thoughts, do what I need to do, and move on. Yeah. By the time I'm done here, most of what I wanted to say is probably not going to be in the video. And I'll have to, I don't know, maybe redo the video. Probably not. I'm just going to post it because it's real, it's raw. I feel like if I keep refilming it, it's just going to lose that initial authenticity about just turning the camera on and just starting to talk. So I'm just going to post it. So I just wanted to connect with you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. And I feel like I wish I would have reached out and did something on Instagram, a post or something, to see how you guys were doing, and I'm sorry for that. And I, when you know better, you do better. So I feel like, next time I will keep you guys posted if I need to take a break instead of just disappearing, because I didn't want to do that. That just wasn't cool. So I'm really sorry about that, and I really hope that you guys have been doing well. I really miss connecting with you. I really miss doing videos, and I can't wait to get back. I did film my routine for today, so I'll share that with you sometime soon, in a few days hopefully. So I had to bring her down because she's starting to get fussy and it's time for feeding. So I feel like I need to just kind of wrap up this video. I feel like I said in the beginning, I have all these thoughts. I don't even think I made full complete sentences. I feel like I'm just like all of these things that I want to kind of talk about, all these major bullet points, and maybe I should have written it down, but I also didn't want to like overthink it and over prepare. I just want to turn the camera on and just be as real, as authentic as humanly possible. And I hope you guys can understand why I've been absent on YouTube and Instagram, and how I feel like I needed to kind of work on some things in my personal life, because this is all fun and something I enjoy, but it's going to be hard for me to fully enjoy these things if my personal life is just kind of like a mess. So I hope that I don't take another break like that again. If I need to take some time away with some upcoming things, as I mentioned before, I will let you guys know in advance, and maybe see if I can try to film some stuff in advance, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for today's update. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning into the video, for watching, and for coming back. I know it's been so long, and I appreciate you so much for just being here and taking the time to watch and taking some time from your day to be with me today and hear my story, and it means a lot. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. I will be posting my get ready with me type of video soon, so be on the lookout for that. I'll share that with you guys on Instagram when I post it. So hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post something, so that way you know that there's new content. Subscribe if you're new. If you're an OG subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting my channel and supporting me. It means more than you'll ever know. So take care, and I hope to see you soon.